name's Thomas Podkolinski. I'm Design Director here at Finisterre. Finisterre is an outdoor clothing company with our roots strongly in surfing. That's kind of the reason for the company, was to create a sort of platform for what we wanted to do. Started by Tom Kay.
Cornwall Cornwall's an amazing place to be able to live and run a business, and thanks to the internet, you're never that disconnected from the rest of the world. Finisterre has been working with University College Falmouth. We've been running a project there now for a few years, which means that we set a brief effectively, and then we have a number of, an entire year, in particular with the performance sportswear course, but also the fashion course, have an entire year working on that project. We obviously then are in the classroom at times, working with them, but no more is required of us than we are able to give. But then at the end of it, we also have a day or two where all the students get to present their project, which is obviously the highlight of our involvement. The placement's always great because they come on board, and as with running any business, there's lots of stuff that needs to be done. So if it's a photo shoot, you always need hands on deck working with that. If it's measuring up garments for samples that have just come in, it's great having a hand in that. So they get to be involved with and get a taste of every aspect of what it is that we're doing, and then it's just awesome to have another creative point of view on a lot of the issues, because it's there's so much debate and discussion that goes on around developing really technical gear that looks great and what have you. So somebody with the fashion sensibilities as the students come on board, and their input is invaluable in terms of just giving us another point of view on what it is that we're doing, because we do effectively become a bit of a bubble, as any business does. So having that fresh impetus, actually intimately working with the business in the office, in the studio, is really, really good. The interesting thing is, you'd think that after years of being in the industry, especially from my point of view, you build a real design ego, in which you all, you've seen it all, that kind of thing. And actually, when you're meeting with other people from the industry, you generally go over the same topics, the same issues. And I think one of the biggest surprises that I've had from a design and creative point of view is just the breadth and creativity, but also the quality of what some of the students produce. The vast majority standards really, really good, but then there's always 3, 4, 5 students that just totally blow you away with the work that they've done and the ideas and the creativity that they've managed to put together, which is just from a design point of view, an absolute highlight. It's great having the university down here, because what the university represents for us is just a breath of fresh air in terms of ideas and people, and just to be there and working with the students. It's a very stimulating environment for both us and them, and it's that interaction that we have with the students which makes it so invaluable.